Hello Gemini, welcome back to my channel if you're a returning subscriber. If you're new, welcome. I hope you enjoy the reading. This is a general life reading, but otherwise this will be for you and your person, your significant other, your special someone, whether you've been together for a long time or short time, or you're only just welcoming this person in. Just take it as you need to for your situation. Now, please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe, as that will also help to move my videos around YouTube. So, right, so we have here the a couple of aspects coming in. So it seems to me, and it could be that your person has kind of blown you away a little bit through their sensuality, or they may be really good looking, or they just may be very grounded. And have sort of Taurian qualities, or could be very stabilizing. Whatever it is, the Taurus, they're often, they're ruled by Venus, so they're often very good-looking people, or they have a lot of beautiful qualities about them. But it's also their sensuality and their connection to the material world, practicality, and so on. So if this is not the actual qualities of the person, it could be that within this relationship, these qualities need to be brought in. So grounded, practical, methodical. This came up in the life reading as well. So with the Taurus energy, this is about building a foundation, creating a foundation for life. And I feel that this is the relationship. There's a lot of indications that this person is very special in your life. Whether you've been together for a while, you may only just be seeing that now, or it could be that this is a new person. But this person is looking to me like a soulmate, or somebody that you have a deep bond with at any rate. And with the Taurian energy, this is a kind of a pleasure-seeking, but it's sensuality, but it does have that very grounded, practical side to it as well. And it's about growing and about your garden, creating a garden or a foundation, and moving forward. Very loyal energy, very patient energy as well, and very earthy kind of a person, or a very earthy energy that you need to bring in to the relationship. It could be that energy flying around, and you need to just focus on the aspect of looking at your attitudes and your perceptions around this relationship. It could be that it seems to be that you need to let go of a few aspects that you may be bringing in from previous relationships or past life, or whatever the situation is. So you need to listen as well as communicate. And I feel that there's communication that is required in this relationship to perhaps to show this person how you feel, or to tell this person how you feel, and to talk about these things. But communication is definitely highlighted, visiting lots of different flowers and so on. So make sure that in this relationship that you're coming across as sincere, and that you are listening as well as speaking, but that also that you are focused on the communication side of this, so that you can be attentive, or all over the place, and subtle signs and sort of note, little signs that may be overlooked along the way, because you're not paying attention, or something to do with that, or just overlooking things because you're busy, So it's about paying attention, and also looking at a few things. And also, as I said, communication is very much highlighted, but there's a grounded, earthy quality that needs to be coming in here to give it a plan, a structure, and to bring in that lovely sensuous side. But I do feel that communication is very important. We've got here meditate and contemplate, new moon in Pisces. So this is a new moon, and this is about soulmates. This is about dreams, about connecting with a dream that you have of perhaps of a relationship that you never thought you would get. And it's a very spiritual quality as well, but it's about connecting to that, and connecting to the deeper side of the relationship. So meditate and contemplate. If you need to get up the energy to actually have this conversation with them, then meditate and contemplate on it. How are you going to bring this about, or how is this going to happen? But certainly the Piscean energy is very much about connecting to the divine in you, and the divine in your person. And it's a very deep spiritual connection, but also a bond that you want to create here. And you don't want to be so self-defeating, or falling into self-undoing because you've got fears that you simply can't overcome or you won't let go of. So you could be very fearful of going into this relationship because it is deep and it's kind of requiring a bit more out of you than perhaps you have had to deal with for some time. So it's saying that let go of your fears, connect to the spirituality or to the spiritual side of yourself and your person, and also it's quite a lot of water energy. Your person has got water, so there could be a water sign or have water in their chart. But it's very much about this sort of a soulmate, deep bond energy coming in. It could also be karma related. So you've called this person into your life for a reason, all right? And you've got a contract together. So, it's up to you to fulfill your side of the situation. We've also got the divine door for the relationship. And it says, yes, kiss the ground and touch the sky. Your soul is set now to leap and to fly. So I would say that this is, yes, a big yes to this relationship or to the soulmate, or you may just be recognizing them. So you could be seeing them in this light, or you've had some kind of like an epiphany almost. But it's saying yes. So you've got a big yes here for this relationship. Now, I do feel we've got the prudence energy here. So I do feel that you may have in previous relationships or in this relationship, but in the past, you may have been very cautious with your energy. Cautious with your energy. You perhaps haven't given or invested as much as you should have or could have or would have, just because of past hurts and fears that you may be harboring and so on. So prudence is coming up. And I feel it's to do with that. I feel it's about releasing these fears and going with this beautiful energy and with this yes. Okay. So the prudence may be that you may have just been very, very cautious in the past, and it's time to let go of that now, because as I said, you've drawn this person into your life, or they're in your life for a reason. Now, the energy on your side, the energy between you and your person, there could be qualities which are interchangeable, so take it as it resonates. But you've got Mercury on your side, so I do feel you need to speak up. You need to communicate with your person. You need to tell them how you feel, or you need to discuss or talk about what you want to do. It's also about try not to overthink things, all right? You want to communicate. You want to communicate from your heart. You need to be sincere. You need to pay attention, and you need to be listening as well. And you also need to be looking for signs, because they've got the moon on their side, and they could be releasing little signs or giving you little indications that you may miss if you don't pay attention. All right. So Mercury communication, it's about words. It's about how you phrase things, how you say things. Be very careful what you say. Choose your words with care. Don't be glib. All right. Be sincere. Choose your words with care. It's also maybe written. You may be using communication like, so it's online. So be careful with that, because sometimes the emotions can get lost with online communications. But it's also about being curious and enjoying the interaction, and learning a bit about this person, or learning about where this relationship can take you. It's also having a vision. And it could also be that you may need to have a little bit of a trip away, or arrange a small trip away, because you've got full moon Sagittarius. So this could be a little trip away to have a little bit of fun, or a romantic adventure, or whatever the situation is. And Mercury can be about a local trip or a trip away, which involves a car journey, perhaps maps, but it's communication related, and it could involve a short journey. But I feel this is how you may be this is how you may be thinking right at this moment. We've also got this divine door, and it says, a moment's joy, sand through the hourglass, yet time could stand still. A moment lasts forever in the bliss of the heart's will. So I feel this is about making memories, making good memories, or overwriting previous memories of other situations that you've had, because you've also got this divine door that came up. It says, heart healing. Morning now has had its time. Do not pay it a single dime. Emerge from the darkness. A new day starts. Let light embrace the healing heart. So, there's healing involved here, healing of the heart. Healing came up very strongly in the life reading as well. So it could be both of you, I feel, have got this. But the heart healing is on your side. And it's saying that whatever you've been mourning, or whatever you've trying to get past, a breakthrough is possible for you now. And you've drawn this person into your life, as I said, and you have a contract together. So It's about moving forward through healing, through the healing process. But this is about starting a fresh start, a new beginning. And this is why you've got the new moon. New moons are always about fresh starts or new beginnings. It's also about forgiveness and gratitude as well. So be grateful, be humble about how the soulmate energy works, and about how a person like this can trigger healing for you. Be humble and be in some form of humility about that, because this is the universe at work. This is your higher self at work. You've drawn this person to you. They're helping you to heal, and you are helping them to heal. You've got a contract. So this is saying let the morning go now. The heart healing is occurring, and it's happening. And just embrace this new energy and start making new memories, which is what the moment's joy is all about. Start making new memories now and overwrite the previous ones. Now, your person has got the moon energy, or they could just be in this frame at the moment, or they may have water in their chart. And the moon is always about feelings. So feelings are high with them. They're in their fields at the moment. And they could also be feeling particularly instinctual, emotional. They could also be, if you've already been together, you may be looking at starting a family. They may be thinking about that, because the moon can often be associated with the mother or the feminine side. But it's also about gut feelings and going with instincts and emotions. So I feel this person is very much in that way at the moment. They could also be healing emotional side, sort of a gut reaction to something, or a deep feelings about previous situations in their life or in your life that you've kind of been living already. So it's also family matters come up with the moon. This time of the year, the end of the year and the beginning of a new year, often can bring in lots of things to do with families. So they could be healing various family situations, or also trauma or issues or fears around their growing up years or previous relationships and so on. So this is about soothing. I feel like in this mode, they could also be, as I said, mothering themselves or coming into mother mode. But it's also about moods and habits. The moon is all about that. Now, they've got two divine doors here. It says, deeper, you are not finished, you are not yet done. Dig deeper and deeper, the best is to come. Hold on, hold on. So, as I said, they may just be feeling a little bit insecure right at the moment, but they need to dig deep right now. And I feel that's what they're going to do. They're going to have to go really deep within. There may have been an issue that came up between you, which kind of needs to be cleared, or it could be an external issue that's come up. Maybe you've had a breakaway with family and it just didn't go as well as you'd hoped or something. But this is their other divine door. Bless the space. Your sacred space holds the soul to bear. Palo Santo or sage will clear the air. So this is about burning incense or sage or Palo Santo in your environment, either in your home or to clear the relationship. It could also be around other matters. Some sort of space clearing is required here to clear the air. But I feel this is what the communication is all about. There needs to be communication here. You need to talk to this person. You need to talk things through, or discuss, or just communicate, or go away and have a discussion or talk about things to clear the air. Okay, that's what needs to happen here. So now I think from a advice perspective, we've got Nomad coming in. This is the divine door. It says, the nomadic wanderer lies deep inside, so take the leap now, don't crawl back inside. So I think this is connected to this. Yes, you need to take a leap of faith here. You need to take a leap into this, because, as I said, this is soulmate energy. There's a very deep connection here. So don't go back in to your shell, or to retreat into this facade where you're very being overly cautious or whatever. So don't crawl back inside. That's what it's saying. Come out of your shell and go for it. This is also why you have the Aries energy. This is a very courageous energy. It's initiating, self-starting, going for it. It's kind of a driving energy. It's quite a fierce energy. It's action-oriented. So I feel this is what you need to do. You need to get your courage together, both of you or one of you. Get your courage up and don't be afraid, and be assertive in a way. to have this discussion or talk about things or get things moving, and don't be afraid. And it's also obviously an impulsive energy. It could be that you need to arrange this little trip away, little surprise. There's kind of an exhilarating energy with it as well. And but it's a fiery, self-starting energy. Get things going. It's an initiating energy, and let's get things going. It's also no nonsense energy, no nonsense cards on the table. So be clear with your communications, but be gentle and caring about how you go about it. We've also got the look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. This is also very expansive energy. This is about looking at seeing the benefits of this. And not being so afraid to take a step forward. So staying in your little shell or staying in your place because you're too scared to take a step forward. Right? Try new things. Full moon in Sagittarius is very expansive. Full moon is a culmination. It's a result. And this can be really, really a very sort of like a culmination of something, So it's very much about looking at the bigger picture, seeing all the benefits and what can happen now going forward. And don't worry too much about the details. Don't get caught up too much. Yes, pay attention to certain things, but see the possibilities and the probabilities here. There could be a little trip away that is required. Also, when you speak with caring and with, as I said, don't be glib. Or don't go over the top or be overly confident, but have confidence. You need the Aries confidence, the courage to move forward. But sometimes with the Sagittarian energy can be overly confident or opinionated. You want to come across as sincere, listening as well, attentive, but to bring in this lovely expansive energy. And it's an adventure. Life is an adventure, and that's how you've got to look at it. I hope you enjoyed that. Please don't forget to like and share or like and subscribe. Take care, and I will see you next time.